was disgusting. Oh my God, June. Oh.
Absolutely devastating.
He's actually in a really good spot for his teammates to watch over him and give him assistance, but no one really watching the main run-up. And oh, what a trophy system collateral kill!
Oh, they gotta get on the point. They gotta get on the point. They're gonna run out of time. Can they contest? They are with 1.4 seconds. And Phil is gonna go down. We are gonna be seeing him now. No, out of the point, and Wave Runners by the skin of their teeth are gonna be able to hold on.
Can he play from a horse? Oh, holy! He's gonna get another one.
As Hoy will quick scope heavy.
But it's gonna not necessarily translate to control the bottom lane, as Legacy just being an absolute nuisance here with his team just getting such a map control here.
Team kill is gonna get hustled down to 2v2. They should have had the man up, and now Austin's gonna try to get one. He's gonna look for the double, can't quite get it. Zuxium, the last man alive, and now it's Zuxium trying to finish off the team. He's gonna stun him there, C1. One's gonna push out, it's gonna get taken out. Zuxium can finish it right here, 7 points left. Taking out another one more pushes out. He's gonna get taken out by a teammate, and that's gonna be Hype Esport taking map number 1.
I see it now, I see it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the K7 League. My name is Trevor. Tonight I am joined by Jay Flight. Jay, man, how are you doing?
Dude, I'm excited. It's been a little bit since I casted. We got a great matchup tonight. I'm honestly just excited to be back, bro.
Yeah, no, I had a long day, ready to just kind of relax, cast some Call of Duty. I mean, tonight, just kind of looking at the ticket, we have Valiant Gaming versus God Gaming. So this is a matchup. I know that God Gaming has gone through a couple roster changes. I think they have one game played with this current roster. But other than that, I'm just kind of looking to see what's going to happen. Still kind of a fresh roster, playing a rather good team. So it'll be really nice to see. You got anything you want to add?
Yeah, bro. I mean, when you have something as good as Valiant, I mean, I love myself a good underdog story. So, you know, I'm going to be rooting for the people in yellow, but they got an uphill battle to climb, man. It's a Mount Everest to trek on over.
Yeah, and I guess speaking of those people in yellow, we can go ahead and look at the roster for God Gaming just to kind of see where they're at and who they are. So I'll go ahead and take us through this one here. Like I said, this is still kind of a fresh roster. Seeker is in that little C. He's got that C because he is the captain. Followed by Splash, the Dreads with 2 Z's, not just one, but there are 2 there. And it looks like Psyche, Psyche. I'm not sure. I'm called Psych. I see the Psych. I have no idea what those couple letters at the end are doing there. But yeah, that's gonna be the God Gaming roster.
Hey, they're making sure to keep it classy with the extra 2 letters. Looking over at Valiant Gaming. Now, if you look on stream, we have good old JH, and he's going to be the captain for Valiant Gaming, leading the squad. Flames following him up, followed by Estriel and Tay. These 4 have been destroying the K7 League so far. They got a bunch of shooters looking to take them down. Let's take a little look at the maps we're going to be running tonight.
Yeah, and so we're going to be guaranteed the first 3 maps as it is a best of 5. So if a team does happen to 3-0, we will not get to see maps 4 and 5. But that first one that we're going to be on is good old Garrison Hardpoint. It's a classic so far. I'm still not sure how I feel about the map personally, but that is where we'll be for the Hardpoint. Looking at the S&D and Control, we got some back-to-back raids. Raid is always nice, such a classic map. Probably one of the best maps, if not the best map, in Call of Duty history. I mean, Control was made years after this map was made, and it's probably one of the best Control maps out there right now. Again, those are the 3 that we are guaranteed. If we make it there, we'll have a Hardpoint on Crossroads and a Search and Destroy on Checkmate. So it sounds like we are going to be getting into this game relatively quick. Jay, do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I love to see the raid. I mean, everybody's got, I don't know a single person that hates that map. Something I didn't want to bring up, if we do get to game 5, it's the Checkmate S&D. And to be fair, I think S&D is my favorite game mode for that map. You see Checkmate control, and honestly, it just feels like defense wins. I mean, you have to be so much better than your opponent in order to guarantee that. So it's kind of like saving your KD. So I'm glad to see it on the S&D.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then it's not an awful hard point, but I think S&D is for sure that map's best mode. But I mean, we're not even to Checkmate yet. Who knows if we'll even get there? Because we're getting right into Garrison. So again, this is going to be Valiant Gaming versus God Gaming. So I'd be interested to see who comes out on top. God Gaming, definite underdogs here, 0-3 in the K7 League right now, 0-1 as a squad together in the K7 League. So they're going to look to take out Valiant, who is 2-1. They have dropped the game. It is possible. So God Gaming, you're going to have to come out hot and know what your guns are if you're going to be able to take this first one.
For sure. And I was hearing rumors in the pregame lobby, someone might be bringing out the QBZ. I've seen it a little bit in competitive play. What's your thoughts on that gun?
I haven't seen it at all. It was all XM4s. And then with the recent like whole GA wave and things like that, people not really wanting to use it anymore. I'll be pretty interested to see kind of what it does on. Okay. So I'll be pretty interested to see kind of how it does as that kind of second AR, because the Krig is still kind of nasty in my opinion. It's still a really solid kind of main AR. You have to be that slower player, maybe more of the anchor player if you're going to use that Krig. So I don't really know what the QBZ does. Never really used it. I do suspect we see some 74Us, especially for something like Garrison. But for some of those long crosses, maybe the QBZ is just kind of the gun.
It's kind of that bridge that gaps the AR and the SMG class. So kind of if you're that flex player, it kind of is that sweet spot in between that finds it. I'm more of a fan of SMGs. How do you feel about SMGs on Garrison? I feel like they really control mid-map and when they go over to the tank.
Yeah, 1 second before I answer that, we do have an update as to why it came back to our faces and we're not in the match. The host did reset, so there are some technical difficulties. We will be getting you guys in as soon as we can, but until now, we'll just talk about some things, see how it goes. But in terms of how I think SMGs are and stuff, I think a lot of it, they can lock down that mid-map or can put good pressure. If you have a really fast player, an SMG is obviously kind of where you want to go for that one, what you want to do. So those can be really important in terms of maybe securing the position. If you kind of get to that early rotation, trying to lock it down, people come on you. It's a lot easier to get the two-piece with an SMG than it is an AR, even if it is kind of that flex.
I mean, you're completely right. And the 74U has been dominating the meta so far. The gun is disgusting. I mean, you see people outgunning ARs sometimes. Now, you always have the advantages of the AR, but the 74U, if you're missing shots, they're going to kill you.
Yeah, and that's kind of why we saw the XM4. I mean, we had a lot of ARs making those plays, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly why it was G8 there. So it'll be interesting to see if the QBZ has the playmaking ability that the XM4 did. Kind of what those ARs are going to do, because I mean, really, we had like sub players running an AR and just having the range across the map, so they could be aggressive with it and kind of hold the angle. So it's really. It'll be interesting to see kind of how it plays out, if it's as good up close as the XM4 was.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just interesting to see, because where do you sub that in? Do you get rid of an AR for it? Because it's kind of hard to drop your ARs, but it's also hard to get rid of your SMGs because you can't count it as a true SMG. So it's kind of interesting to see where you play it in there, depending on maybe the game mode or the map. Something like Garrison, I feel like it's a lot closer, so it may not be as easy to swap off your SMGs, maybe a little bit easier to swap off your ARs. I think it's just going to depend map to map.
Yeah, and we are kind of waiting here, so I think the producer did it right. Shout out to Hero in the booth. I was actually getting ready to cue to that, but if we could take a look at the lookout between these two teams, yeah, we could kind of see what's going on. I did mention the records a little bit earlier, how Valiant is 2-1, God Gaming is 0-3, but really, it's just the org God Gaming that's 0-3. This set, or this this look at the roster is 0-1 together. So it's not necessarily that 0-3. You've only played one match as a team in the K7 League under God Gaming, so maybe they could look to go to that 1-1 for their squad at least, knock out one of the big dogs. So we can see that it looks like Valiant's pretty good in all three game modes. They've only lost one of each, whereas God Gaming's only won a hard point and an S&D. They haven't figured out the control.
It's been a little rough for them on the control. Maybe this new squad's a little bit of a breath of life, but honestly, if you're a team that hasn't really proven themselves, what better than to get a win on someone like Valiant Gaming? You know, I said this before. I'm a big fan of the underdogs, and I kind of want to bring this into predictions. Who do you think is going to be winning this?
I mean, it's got to be Valiant. I mean, it'd be nice to root for the underdog here, but I mean, you just don't have the experience as a team. I mean, I don't know how long they've teamed together. I don't know anything about this roster. They could have teamed for 4 years. It just kind of came together into the K7 League.
For
But
sure.
I mean, we just don't know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna go with God Gaming. I think it's gonna be if God Gaming wins, it's gonna be a map 5. Like, there's no way it's not a map 5. It's gonna be a close nail biter if they do manage to pull out the victory. But I guess we're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, and we're waiting on an update from production, and as we wait on that update and get everything figured out, we are gonna throw it to a quick break. Again, we are really sorry, guys. These are things that are beyond any of our control. Hopefully, we'll be back in just a couple minutes with some hardpoint action.
So cliche, I see the sparks you throw my way. I know your name is written on everyone's mind. Your whole show is captivating me, but don't think that I can see right through that disguise. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, How about I get another drink, baby? Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. But when you got this whole thing, I like the way you look at me. How about we just go with the flow? Now you know I feel it too. But I don't think this could be something that becomes a thing. Maybe just for tonight, then I'll be over you. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby. Yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, How about I get another drink, baby? Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. Oh yeah. How about I get another drink, baby? Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes.
I can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down. The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh, like my life inside a car, hit the button, drive real far. Put that record on me like, I'm dreaming of you right Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up alone, I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect.
Welcome back, everybody.
I was
We
muted.
finally got. Oh, okay. I was wait. Welcome back, everybody. After some slight technical difficulties, we will be hopping right along into this hard point on Garrison. I'm just excited to see him play. I mean, it isn't a K7 league game without a couple little issues to kink out, but it seems to be handled now, and we should be good to get right into it.
Hero was torching. That's all it was. Everyone was ready, and Hero was like, "Oh, I gotta reset my game or something, man. Something's weird." It's just Hero. He's torching. That's all it is.
Everybody in chat can just torch Hero right now. Just let him know.
Yeah, no, but I mean, honestly, technical difficulties that happens to everyone. But we should be getting right into the match. I think we were waiting on one team to confirm, but they should have confirmed. And we should be getting in. Again, it will be a Garrison hardpoint. After that hardpoint, raid S&D followed by a raid control. So it'll be nice to get in and see what's happening. Just waiting for that game to start.
I know, and I'm just excited. This will be my first raid casted in the K7 League. I love the map. I casted it back in BO2. It's good to bring it back. You know, last time I casted here, it was banned, which I was hoping wouldn't last, and I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, I've casted it a few times. I didn't cast in Black Ops 2. I was like a baby. I was barely playing Call of Duty back then, honestly. But no, it's been cool to kind of go back for the history. Like I did play Black Ops 2, so it's cool, and like just to know all the crazy things that happened on the map. So it's been a cool experience being able to cast it, and luckily I've been able to cast it a few times here at the K7 League. Actually, you know, I didn't the last time I casted God Gaming, it was a different roster. We didn't see any raid, but yeah, hopefully this roster does a little bit better than that other one did, because man, it was a blowout by Hyped Esports the last time I saw God Gaming in action. But to be fair, that was a different roster. This is a new roster again. Yeah, we're just waiting for the match to start.
From what it sounds like someone went and is having a bathroom break right now. So the technical difficulties pushed a little bit too far. Though to be fair, if I could do a little bit of math in my head, I'm pretty sure that would have been mid-map when he needed to anyways. So that would have been bad.
Yeah, maybe keeps it keep him on the edge, you know, like you can't get too comfortable. We gotta have something to kind of keep you there, keep you locked in. Maybe I'm not exactly sure how that one works.
A little motivation to end the map fast.
Exactly, like you just gotta get through it. Either you throw or you run through the other team. You just gotta find any way you can to kind of get through that map so you can run to the bathroom before the search starts.
Man, whatever advantage you can find, am I right?
Yeah, I mean, what was it? The story where Nadeshot like went mid-search to go use the bathroom because he had to go so bad. Like I just imagine someone doing that, but I mean, this is all online, so someone takes like 2 steps to their bathroom or something. Like late start to the round, mess up the timing. Maybe it's a strat. I think that's what I'm doing next time I play. I'm gonna run to the bathroom when the search starts, just to kind of throw off the timings.
A little bit of icing out the clock. You don't have timeouts, but you have bathroom breaks.
Yeah, no, exactly. But mid-map. It has to be mid-map to throw off the routes and the timings.
Okay.
Yeah.
That might be the new strat. Honestly, a new meta might be developing. It's not like a nade shots thing where it's at a venue, so it's a little bit more hype. This is at your home, so it's a little bit less impactful, but I think it still gets the job done.
Yeah, looking at the chat, shout out Kyle. He's the man. And don't do the little rolly eye thing at me, man. I see you out there. But it looks like a lot of people have Valiant winning this map. I've seen 3-0 people like putting their whole stimmy on it, like
Oh,
that Valiant's gonna win. So I mean, yeah, I agree with chat, honestly. Oh, I'd be surprised if God Gaming breaks 100 points in the hard point, says someone in chat. Wow, that's a prediction.
Dang.
Wow, actually, fun fact: the last time that I saw God Gaming, they only had 26 points at a hard point. So
What?
if this different roster, yeah, 26.
Oh my
250 to
goodness.
26 was the final score. So all this roster has to do to improve on that last performance is get 27 points. So all you got to do is get an early rotation or something, win 2 gunfights. But we are in. Here we go. Valiant versus God Gaming. Garrison Hardpoint.
It only goes up from here. If 27 is the bar to hit, they're likely to surpass it. We're looking on the splash here. Going to throw out a couple utility and instantly get gunned. Seeker is going to trade it out, but instantly gets blooded right back. And Valiant off to an early lead. Tay trying to do the can.
Yeah, I mean, we got 4-0. not a crazy lead so far. We got a really scrappy first build here. We're playing for rotations, honestly. You're not going to see Valiant get too aggro because they do have the good side spawns. So they're going to want to kind of keep those. They are putting a little bit of pressure, kind of watching mid-map so that no one goes through. God Gaming set up well, I guess God Gaming might have it too. I looked at that a little bit wrong, I think. But I mean, we're not seeing really aggro plays from either. A couple gunfights mid-map, but right now Valiant is going to have just about 20 points, which is really good time for the very first time that we're at P1.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get 20 out of every P1, you're having a good game already. But it's more about the positioning, as you were mentioning. And as we see the position push through, Estrel's going to gun one, and that's 3 red kills in a row, and there's only 1 left in the hill, and that's just an easy take for Valiant Gaming. They're instantly going to steamroll it and take P2, which is honestly so hard to push a team off of.
Yeah, you can't have that happen because God Gaming, I said the names wrong last time, but God Gaming did not push out at all. They had one person sit P2 the whole time, and they instantly get broken. Valiant's just stacking up points right now. God Gaming only has 1 point on the hard point, and that was the one uncontested second that person who stayed the whole first kill kind of sat there. Estrel's just checking out his gun before he throws some beams the way of God Gaming, but man, it is not good looks for God Gaming right now.
Not at all, and Tay just pushing forward the advantage, making sure they have plenty of room to work with. It's just looking good. This is just what quality hardpoint looks like. When you have the point, I mean, they've only allowed a single point. We thought 27 was going to be easy to reach, and it's just looking unimaginable after 2 points. Man.
Yeah, well, they're set up on P3 here, and they did. They won that first gunfight, so here comes a few points to the side of God Gaming. Instant pressure, though, from Valiant, and people are gunned, and they're dead. So JH coming out, just absolutely frying people with that 74. You does get wallbang there. So, I mean, it's Seeker looking to do something for his team, kind of keep the other side off of the hard point, but Flames is in the back, and he can do some damage. As you see with that 2-piece right there, maybe had a little bit of help for the second, but, I mean, on his scoreboard, he's got the EKI. He got the shots, 81 to 15. We've seen a break every time for Valiant.
They've just known how to attack this at different angles and just throw God Gaming off. I mean, God Gaming only has 1 person right now that is positive, and that's Dreads with 2 Z's. But Seeker looking to make a play, looks for the third, only is able to get 2, but he's going to be able to hold. Oh, he did end up getting 3. Couldn't get the 4th, though. That would have been a huge wipe for him, but it does allow them to have positioning for this next hard point.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have Valiant right there with them. So I'm not really sure who's favored here. Maybe God Gaming in terms of where all the rotations go after this. Just with kind of with how they're going to set up, they're going to look to get top green here and try to take control of that side of the map at least. Maybe we'll see. But right now, it's just a really scrappy point. Both teams are spawning relatively close, and they're getting in. God Gaming going for the power positions. Valiant just trying to push up and get any kind of map control that they can.
It's true, and hey, a little bit of a round of applause for God Gaming. Already hit 35. We'll take it. It's all the pressure's off their back now. Now they're playing with house money, but they are still down by about 70 at this point as Flames goes up to try to get him, but Seeker ends up getting him gunned.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool seeing these QBZs. I think that the XM4 definitely a little bit better than this gun, but we see the 74Us and the Kriegs coming out. I think that's kind of really the set meta right now. So kind of cool to see that applied in game. As we got to head to this P5 here. Again, Valiant Gaming still in control. They got the beams, they got the time. I mean, they're doing everything they need to. God Gaming kind of spawning in the back. Not an awful spawn, but you have so many people pushed up, and those are probably going to flip out with a couple more kills here as we start. Number 5, Valiant hasn't pushed up enough to flip the spawns out. Not sure if they want to, but look at number 3 there on the mini map, Flames. He's in a great position right now, just cutting off anything, and he's dead.
That's that caster's curse right there. I do want to hop over to Estriel, please. No. Oh, no, he died. He was on a 9 streak. We didn't get to catch him before he got dropped. Tay with a little bit of a cheeky angle. Sees one, ends up getting Seeker, and now he's going to try to push in. Actually, he's just holding this nice little, what is that called? Forklift, thank you. And the forklift is going to be a power position as he gets 2 there, and it's just making sure no one can get out of spawn. They've got the spawn trap set up. Flames is kind of laying down fire from above, does get shot down, but Tay is just a thorn in the side right now. They can't get around him.
Yeah, we have a control spawn trap in hardpoint right now, and God Gaming just cannot get out of it. Valiant's just absolutely rocking them as they're kind of set up. They had P5, took 2 steps over to P1, and are able to get the points here as they're getting close to that 170 mark. God Gaming only has 43 points. I'm interested to see if God Gaming's going to put that person over at P2 and just have him sit there. They're able to pick up a gunfight, trying to get top green. Top green is huge for this hill. I'm kind of leading into P2, but Tay in the vents, he's just killing people as they try to get anywhere close to this hill. A couple great power positions for Valiant as they got someone dipping their toes in, and they have a couple people watching over too, which is really great. They hit 180 and really just have control of this whole thing. Estriel bringing out the streaks. I mean, he was on the 9 spree earlier. He's just trying to get some free kills with it. Don't even really need the information. You've known where they're at the whole time with the spawn trap.
Yeah, the spawn trap's been pretty devastating. Honestly, it's been hard to get out. They've been winning the individual gunfights. Estriel on another 5. He is 30 and 15 right now. Absolutely frying. Seeker's going to try to push out. Didn't have a shot there with both of them looking there. And honestly, they're going to be 1 second away from winning here on this 1 point. Can God Gaming get a break at all?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, they haven't been very successful when it comes to breaks. The time that they've picked up really has been on kind of those early rotations, and they kind of got broken. Maybe a little bit of scrap time. Seeker is trying all that he can to get there. He's at 17 and 20, which is respectable when you have someone that's 30 and 16 on the other side. God Gaming doing anything they can to try to claw their way back into this, as they only have 43 points right now. It's gonna, I mean, you don't want to say that it's over, but it's going to be really hard for them to recuperate here. Maybe if they're able to trap Valiant in the back. No, actually, Valiant has spawns for next with kind of how that happened. So Valiant's going to, God Gaming is going to get the last little scrap time here as they did clear the point. Actually, Estriel came in and killed him. He said, no, these are my 2 seconds. Killed him. Valiant is close to P3, but somehow he's going to be in there for a second before he gets killed. Valiant's just not stepping in the point right now, although they're close. I'm not really sure what the strat is here. Maybe you're just trying to get some more kills, pad the stats. I'm not sure.
They're just having fun now, playing with their food. You saw the streaks end up getting a team kill, and now a bunch are going to be pushing Ezra. He gets 1, he gets 2. Oh, it was looking big. He did end up getting the double, but couldn't get it. Lets his team clear out the rest. Honestly, what a quality dude, sharing some stats with the team.
Yeah, that's going to be 250 points to 51 for the side of Valiant. Man, that was, I mean, honestly, God Gaming, it's not like they come out and they weren't shooting. I think Valiant just won kind of the key gunfights. You had someone like Estriel who's like really streaky, went on a 9 spree, a 5 spree, and that's just what we kind of highlighted there. I mean, he obviously went on a few with the stat line that he was had. He at least had 33 or 34 there to end it. Not quite 20 deaths yet, so that's a really good stat line on a Garrison hardpoint, honestly. So again, 250 to 51. Valiant's going to take the first map, and we're headed to Search. On Raid, everyone's familiar with it, everyone's seen it, everyone's played it, everyone's uncle's played it, honestly, with how iconic the map is. So maybe God Gaming is a Search team, and they're gonna they're gonna have the strats and they're gonna fry.
That's the hope. That's what you got to think if you're a God Gaming fan. Something I did want to bring up in the heart point before we move on is you kept bringing up how they were just sending one to the next point. And I felt like that's why their attacks didn't seem so successful. It felt like they were outnumbered every time they tried to push in, where Valiant would kind of focus their whole effort into getting into somewhere, breaking the point, and then pushing.
Yeah, well,
it just left them open.
The coordination just wasn't there from God Gaming, and maybe they were trying to coordinate a rotation, but when you have a 1v4 to kind of win the rotation outright, it's just never good because Valiant had those 4-man pushes. I mean, they set up a spawn trap for a good point and a half, honestly. That P5 into P1, they had the spawn trap the whole time. So when you do something like that, it's gonna be really hard to kind of recuperate from that. And then they already had a ton of, I'm not sure what was just said into my ears. Honestly, sorry, Hero. I have no idea what you just said.
Pretty sure we're starting up. I think
okay.
that's what I heard. Yeah.
It was a lot of words.
It really was. Oh man. I mean, it came back to the gunfights. I mean, Call of Duty at the end of the day, it is a shooter. Like, as much as good team positioning and rotations help, you have to win the gunfights. And at the end of the day, Valiant was winning basically every single one of them. Whether it was Tay, whether it was Estriel, whether it was any other of the members, like, it was just all Valiant Gaming.
Yeah, and I mean, sure, you can win a lot of things on positioning, though. Honestly, it's not all. Like, I've seen people get outslayed and win a hard point. So you don't have to get the kills. You can play for the positioning, but you do have to win some of those key ones, like you were saying. And God Gaming were just they I don't know if it was the coordination or what, and if the coordination's off, that's not looking good going into the search. But we should be getting in the search right now, so we're gonna get to see the sick preview of Raid right now. Iconic map, search and destroy. What else could you ask for? I mean, God Gaming's trying to get a dub here on the map, extend the series a little bit, so that Raid isn't their kind of final resting place after the Control too.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We definitely will. And I mean, we talked about how they were kind of uncoordinated. S&D is one where you need to be. And why it's not a respawn, so respawns are a little bit harder to coordinate. You have to know your team really well, know how they're going to play and how they're going to handle it. S&D, you can kind of have more set strats, and let's hope they have some bringing out. At least get a couple of rounds.
Yeah, and they've played at least one match together in the K7 League, so interested to see what they do, as God Gaming is going to be on defense first here. So you're going to want to try to hold, as it looks like Valiant's going to look toward A with the bomb, but going to have three other people over toward that B side. So interesting to see if maybe they're just trying to get the rotation out. But, I mean, Tay already with the first blood, JH shots into another with the bomb there too. So, I mean, that's the only person that was over toward A. Maybe some people rotate through, but this could be a free bomb plant. One person alive. It's just Dreads. He's got a tall order ahead of him, having to kill 4 players, but we'll see what this QBZ can do.
Oh, ends up getting one, turns around. Can he get the second? He cannot. The pistol ends up taking him down. And there was still more than a minute left in the round, and it was a 1v4. Like, what do you do?
It looked like Valiant got pretty aggro there, sending 3 toward B, and they all just kind of pushed out. As you can see that play right there, how they get up on the top there, looking toward mid-map and just absolutely frying. God Gaming's hit 2 up the middle, and they were dead within the first, like, 20 seconds. So maybe they play their offenses a little bit better, a little more coordinated, maybe stay together. I mean, honestly, 4-stack something and see if you just can't win the gunfights. As they might be 4-stacking B as I say that. They're going to send one person over toward kind of mid-map there. First blood's going to be important.
It is. They are going to spot one up. They're going to have one up positioning statue, seeing what they can do. So far, 2 down for Seeker. Splash does get traded out, but Seeker's just going to push up and make sure there's no rotations coming. He is going to spot one, take a couple shots, not quite find anything yet, but he does give away his position, and now he's just trying to find a better angle.
Yeah, Seeker kind of pushed back there toward jungle, knows that there's a player back there somewhere. Rotation did kind of come out, but he's going to come right through Tay with the big gunfight there onto Seeker. Seeker's the one you wanted to kill. He had 2 kills on the round. Now he's dead. 2v2, bombs down, you got to retake, and you're going to know exactly where they're at. You see the bombs kind of planted toward Laundry there. Up to JH, able to get the first. There's 1 player left. He's going to have to call out from his teammate. He should know where he's at. Hasn't spotted him quite yet. Going to try to play his life here with about 20 seconds. You got to get the kill and the defuse. There's not much time left.
He's going on the flank right now. Does hear him. Can he win the gunfight? Dang, just gets run on. JH jumps in, gets the frag, and has plenty of time for the defuse. Losing a 1v1 is devastating. Now going down to a 2-0. Valiant Gaming playing clean. I mean, that round was a little bit more of a slip-up. Looks like their offense seems to be a little bit stronger, but, I mean, it's early.
I mean, you lost the 1v1 with 20 seconds on the clock. That's not the best idea, kind of when it comes to it. Yikes. That's not good for morale, honestly.
No.
So God Gaming, you got to do something on this defense. Don't die as soon as you get to mid-map. maybe play the op angles a little bit better. See if you can't get a pick, and you got to do something with the pick. You saw him get 2 in a row, but instant trades, those can't happen. Get a pick, back up, play your life, and just let them plant the bomb. There's nothing that says you have to stop him from planting. Just play the retake.
Exactly. I mean, and if you're talking about the off angles, if you're not winning the gunfights, you need to play a little bit janky, throw them off a little bit. Looks like bomb is going to get planted. VG is going to get it down. And now here comes the retake we're talking about. Dreads with some nice long range shots, but instantly gets shot in the back. They do know where he is, but it's now a 1v2. PsychU trying to do what he can, spots one mid-map, and is going to get shot down. That is 3-0 Valiant. Those were some great shots across the map, but instantly gets shot in the back by an SMG.
Yeah, and that's just where the man advantage comes into play. Right there, you see it. You can have someone on the flank when you're up 4-2 in terms of like live advantage. So Splash is 0-3. PsychU is 1-3. Everyone on the other side, Valiant at least has 2 kills. 2-1 for JH, 2-2 for Estriel. He was one that was really hot in the hard point, so look for him to get a little streaky if he's able to pick a couple up early in a round. But God Gaming with the offense, they're going to take it to B this time. I think they did last time as well. It kind of worked for them-ish.
Oh, no.
2 get the first blood, but 2 instantly traded back out. So you're now down 3-2 with the bomb kind of stranded.
These two trying to see what they can do, and they run down the same hallway and get 2-pieced. That's just literally the round. 4 people alive. They get doubled at statue. Now they get doubled in this hallway. And just no answer. 4-0 right now for Valiant. Valiant just looking so clean.
Yeah, it's a slaughter. Flames has died once. He's got 6 kills on a 4 streak. I mean, he gets 3 this round. He's on streak, something like that. Should be. That's nutty. Streaks and search, especially on raid too, with both bomb sites being open. Even just the artillery, man, makes such a difference. You essentially lock out a whole bomb site and can just play the other side of the map. And you get all the information, which is really good too. So I mean, if your Flames kind of play your life, don't be super aggro. Take some trades, bait a teammate, kind of get closer to those streaks.
Dude, streaks in S&D basically secure rounds when played correctly. Like, it is so hard, and that's why it's so rare to see, because it's so hard to get streaks in S&D. You usually die whether trying to defuse, trying to plant. Like, the way he's playing right now is so good, and there's a double right there, and Hey, just gonna make it a 1v3. PsychU 2-4 right now, would have to go get more kills and gets gunned behind the van. 5-0. Looking at the donut on the side of God Gaming.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about streaks too much. You just gotta worry about getting around. So I think Flames may have been the one to pick up that final kill too. I wasn't exactly sure who got it, but I'm pretty sure that he was the one that came on the flank. No, it wasn't him. Okay, Tay was able to pick up that last one, but he's on a 5 spree right now, actually. So that's 2 people on a 5-4 spree, which absolutely crazy. JH looked like he's just gonna sit there for a second, but no, PsychU has the bomb. They've gone B all the times that they've had the offense for the side of God Gaming. This time they're playing the time a little bit different. They've realized that they've been getting fried. People like Tay just push up to that van, and I mean, Estriel has the first blood. Man, this is not good for God Gaming. You're down 3-4, 2-4.
Ooh.
Okay, 2-2. This is good. Never mind. You died.
It was good left for about 3 seconds. Yeah.
All on the Seeker. He's got 2 kills. 2 kills on the
Oh
round.
no! Oh no! Oh no! Seeker! Oh, he's gonna get shot in the back with a pistol. The comm's so good, knew exactly where he was able to get one, but not put much past that. The perfect S&D, 6-0, perfect in the set count, 2-0. And with how strong they look on raid here, I can't imagine it's any different for the control.
Yeah, they don't lose the control. They were kind of rocking heads in the hard point. You get to the next respawn, which is control, which is kind of like search and destroy. You got the 2 points, except the sides are flipped. So B is A and A is B. So that's super weird. Why didn't you just... Come on, guys.
It was that
A
easy.
on A side, B on B side. All it is a letter. You got to confuse all of us out here. But no, so I mean, I don't think that Valiant drops this. God Gaming hasn't won a control in the K7 league. They've kind of gotten rocked tonight, to be completely honest. I mean, they're trying. People like Seeker is making those plays. He's getting 2 on the round, trying to put his team in the backpack. But I mean, Valiant's just too good right now. They're getting the trades. Like God Gaming got a first blood, and then Valiant had 2 kills to answer back. So like you're playing a really good team, but you are making good plays, making good calls. You're just kind of unable to really push that advantage when you get it. So maybe do that in the control. And maybe this can be the turnaround. As Hero once famously said, the third map is really important. Yeah, no, I mean, it's right in the middle of the series. It's going to be important. Sorry, Hero. You're not going to live that one down.
It's like saying winning map 5 is how you win the series. It's like,
yeah, no, it was exactly, he phrased it exactly like that. Like, no, map 3 is kind of how you swing the series in your favor. It's definitely a swing map. Yeah, that's what it's designed to be.
That's what the best of 5 since the history of man has been.
Yeah, 100%. So maybe God Gaming can win that super important third map, swing map on the raid control, and get something going. I mean, COD's a game of momentum. You get something going, and you can push it, push the advantage, see what you can do. But honestly, it's not looking good.
No, but if there is one little ray of sunshine of positivity, you're down 2-0. You weren't expected to win this series. You've got nothing to lose. Honestly, you lose, it was expected. You go out and win, you're going to impress a lot of people. So just play balls to the wall and just go in and try to get a win here.
Well, I mean, God Gaming's playing a like literal top AM team right now.
Yeah.
So like,
It's really
Taze
showing.
Challengers Elite, like, yeah, like, oh, I mean, it's not. Maybe, like you said, you come out, you really impressive people if you're able to get the win. If not, if you're God Gaming, you're playing a really solid team right now. So don't get too down on yourselves. With kind of how things are going. Like this team plays with the best of the best.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have the experience. God Gaming, it's your second map or match together in the K7 League as this 4. So I mean, you got a lot of things. You've won some key gunfights. You've done some good things. But
it's all about improvement. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, it's been 2 maps, like or 2 like times together. Like we don't expect you to be a top AM team, but this is just a learning experience that I think they can really grow from. Because honestly, they can build off of this, and they can become a pretty quality team. It's just going to take some time. You see the time put in for, oh no, Seeker sticks the wall to start us off. But hey, Splash with the first blood. Dread sees one. Isn't going to take the shots quite yet. Is using the trigger discipline to get multiple. Gets one. Looks for the second one. Is getting shot by multiple angles, but ends up letting his teammate get cleared out. But the gunfights do end up going over to Valiant Gaming.
Yeah, they got the first tick. I mean, God Gaming able to get the kills off of it. They're not gonna string together a ton of ticks off the rip right there. But I mean, people like Flames, he's already 2-1. He was kind of streaky in the search. Astral was really streaky in the hardpoint. So watch out for those 2 guys if you're God Gaming. You're defending A right now, but players are kind of headed toward B. You see this a lot. You 4 push one, you die. You 4 push the other. Just kind of catch him on the rotation, so he can do. And PsyQ coming through the stairs, trying to get some shots, unable to find the kill as the players just slipped through. 2 kills in the kill feed for Valiant. You got progress at B. Valiant's looking pretty good as they have progress on both sides of the map. 2 ticks on B so far, it looks like. Trying to round out this third. And then they can head toward A, which they're already on. Yikes.
They're really splitting the map perfectly. They're about to take both points. They're switching up the pressure so they can't commit all 4 to one site. Because honestly, God Gaming wasn't doing too bad when they had all 4 holding. They were holding relatively well. But just like that, they cap A and they're about to cap B here. They've got 2 ticks already from older pushes. Dread's trying to do what he can. You see multiple holding right here. He's just barely going to miss the peak right there. And he's going to try to see what he can find. But as we say that, Valiant trying to set up what they can. They were ready for the push, and that's 3 kills down, 4 kills, and Valiant Gaming are going to take round number 1. A great wipe for them just to get that last tick, kind of secure it for them.
So a really interesting thing, God Gaming led in lives that whole map until this last wipe. They were literally up by 1 or 2 lives the whole time. So that was kind of cool. For God Gaming, you kept lives until the last little push. But you know you can keep up in terms of kills. Just make sure that you secure the point here. It's not like you came out and lost all your lives in the first minute or something like that. Like you kept up. You had more. You had more lives than Valiant. They were just able to kind of 3-4 stack that point and just kind of like super burn the ticks. But I mean, God Gaming right toward A, as you see a lot. But Tay right here, looking to contest, maybe get a couple kills.
Has a couple backing him up, trying to see what he can do. Will get the double and keep pushing forward. No one right now contesting, but they have a push up mid. They could go either way from here. But I want to bring up this last round was kind of what you were talking about, where it's not always about the kills. God Gaming was doing well in kills as they go through mid and instantly roll them. It's not always about kills. It's like the strategy got them all of those ticks. They were splitting so perfectly that God Gaming didn't have an answer.
Yeah, and man, 25 to 20. I mean, you only have 5 lives. God Gaming, you're only down 5 lives. Just kind of you got to get control of one of the points. You see them working toward A, kind of watching the rotations come in. But I mean, you got so many people from Valiant that are able to make these plays right now, and you got to get a couple people on the point here. Just try to stack it, get as much progress as possible. For God Gaming, you do have 2 ticks now. Maybe you get A here and can kind of push toward B with that. You'll have about minute 45 to do so if you secure it right now.
And they're right on to B. What a push from them. No one over here. Estriel is the close one, and he might shoot Seeker here in the back, but he now he's going to know Seeker's going to try and make a turnaround, but a great double from Estriel to stop that push. But honestly, getting a point and almost a tick, we'll take that if you're God Gaming.
Yeah, 100%. So I don't know. They don't have the tick on B yet. It's almost there. So he gets Estriel just punched a man in the face with his elbow. He's 12-6 right now. On the entire control, not just this round, but I mean, God Gaming only has 9 lives left as they're trying to string together a couple, maybe bring the lives back into their favor just a little bit with the shots kind of across mid there. Splash is able to get one. Nades are going to go through to Kitchen. But you kind of got to get on the point. You have a minute left, so there's plenty of time to work with, but this is where the lives really come into play. You only have 5 left. Only one more person can die. Only one person gets a respawn, and that is going to be Splash as he selfishly takes that last respawn from his teammates. But no, 4 lives left. It's a 4v11 right now, so that's tough for anyone.
And they have great positioning. That's one thing. The great thing about Valiant splitting those point pushes is that they had plenty of spread across the map where they were threatening both at the same time. But now with focusing it all on B, they know how to set up. They know where they're going to come from. And now you're down to a 3v11. Make it 2v11. Make it a 1v11. Seeker would have to pull the greatest comeback in COD history. He's going to get one. Can he get the double with the pistol? Oh, he's just running around. He's going to get the double. Didn't even fire a shot. They're just burning lives right now. He's going to get pushed by the other one. Are they going for the knife? They're going for the knife! Not the Assassin's Creed Valiant Gaming! No, don't do it to him. Oh.
Yeah, this did that man dirty. I mean, when you got 11 lives to throw at him, you got to make it fun. Honestly, you got to go for the assassination. You absolutely do love to see it on stream, to be exact. So that's nice. I'm glad that we got to see that. Valiant's up 2-0 in the control. All they have to do is win this round to win the entire series. Hey, DesignByYou, he's positive right now. He's 11-10. So let's build off of him.
Yeah, good for him. But I think any momentum might have just been stabbed in the neck right there. Like, it might be all gone. Splash does get 1 kill, and it seems to be trading pretty consistently right here. But we'll have to see what Valiant Gaming can do. Oh, no, don't. No. Flames! No! Not again! Flames just slid to the throat, says, shh, don't tell your friends, and walks away. Another assassination.
Hey, God Gaming is leading in lives right now, but they've got assassinated twice, and that equals like 1 million lives, honestly. Flames is going to crawl into the point. Maybe we start to get some ticks over toward B on the A search side.
Oh man, that's kind of just a testament to this game where he looks at an angle instead of instantly firing it, calling out and moving it on. He's like, you know what? I'm I'm just gonna go for a little bit of BM right here. Splash is gonna slide over right over there, making sure point B does get secured, and now it's just 1 point to secure for VG, and they will be winning this series 3-0. PsyQ trying to do what he can to stop, and he's gonna get a nice little flank here. Oh, maybe he was gonna go for an assassination for himself, but Dread's gonna get the double, and honestly, a solid hold right now for God Gaming.
Yeah, like I said, you're up 6 lives right now. PsyQ's on a 5 killing spree with a 6 if you count the teammate. Yeah, 6 if you count the teammate there. He just saw ahead and rocked it, honestly. But Valiant is going to get a little 3-piece in the feed. They're going to hop right onto A. And I think that they can really take this whatever they want. They've just been trying to have a little bit of fun.
Yep, that's how it feels. Going back to that PsyQ 6 spree with his teammate. Honestly, when you're in the Terminator mode, everything dies. You just can't step in the crosshairs. It just will never work out well for you. As you see Splash here trying to push through, they are losing it. The final tick going down. Splash to make his final stand, going to get slid on, is going to win the gunfight, and now he has some backup, but instantly gets exterminated. Valiant Gaming been solid the entire series, and it looks like they're going to follow up just as strong. The 3-0, they haven't lost a round in 9 rounds. Goodness gracious. What a dominating performance for Valiant Gaming, taking the series 3-0. Honestly, props out to God Gaming for having a little bit of life. PsyQ started off negative the first 2 maps, but ended up bringing it back positive by the end of it. There's a lot to build off if you're them.
Dude, we saw 2 assassinations on stream within like 30 seconds of each other, it felt like.
Oh man.
To end the round and mid-round. The mid-round is really impressive by Flames. He just comes up behind him and just right in the neck, dude. Yeah, like you absolutely love to see it. I mean, God Gaming, you just played a top team in the game, honestly. Being one of those top challenger teams, so don't feel too bad about it. Valiant, I mean, took care of business. You did what you did. You knew what you had to do. GG's all around, honestly.
Yeah, it was a great match. I'm excited. I'm excited to be casted with you, man. It was a good time. Thank you to everybody in chat that showed up, man. What a dominating performance. That's why they're one of the best in the K7 League. Honestly, after watching that, I can't imagine who beat them. I didn't get to see.
Yeah, I have no idea either. But again, that's really gonna do it for the stream tonight. As I guess we could look a little bit ahead. Yeah, so who's playing tomorrow? Wednesday, is that Rated, which is Rated Gold, versus Monolithic at the 8 p.m. time slot. And then we have at 10 p.m. Tomorrow night is going to be Team Hustle versus Wave Runners. So these are going to be a couple good matches for you guys to tune back into. Rated Gaming is solid all around. Monolithic, great team. Wave Runners, someone was talking about them in chat earlier, so you know they're going to be good. Team Hustle, all of these are really staples when it comes to the K7. So make sure that you come check these out. Support the stream if you're here. Still like the stream for us. Really appreciate all of you guys that are tuning in, watching, and talking in chat. We really do appreciate you. I know Hero does for sure. Even if he is that kind of 1930s villain, kind of how he talks sometimes. But that's okay too. Again, Jay, do you have anything to round out this cast with?
Honestly, man, if you want to check me out, it's JFly Tweets on the Twitter. I'm a freelance video editor and commentator. I also do some Twitch things, but that's about it for me. It's been a wonderful cast. Trevor, where can the people find you?
Yeah, there's the little Twitter button under my face. Check it out. I tweet things sometimes. Other than that, check me out here at K7. I like the cast. It's fun to do. Fun to make fun of Hero. But other than that, everyone have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Ain't got no place to call my own. Feels like I'm better off alone. So sad inside and hopeless. These Hollywood hoes never notice. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. I end up alone, I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. perfect. That's how it goes, Hollywood perfect. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. The girls impolite in the club every night. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon.